Hey, what's going on everybody? It's good to see all of you again. I've been doing a little bit of an analysis on my channel lately, and it looks like portrait videos do very well. So today I'm going to be sharing a really quick portrait tip that you guys can use, and I've definitely used these in most of my photos. It's a very subtle change, a very subtle look, but one that has brought about a lot of positive feedback. An emphasis that I place on my close-up portraiture are the eyes. Now, of course, like when I'm shooting on set, I make sure that the autofocus point is right on there. I crank up my shutter speed as fast as I can so that it is as sharp as it could be. And in post, I emphasize that look even more. Not like overemphasize because I don't want my subject to look like an alien, but we're gonna jump into Adobe Lightroom real quick and I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, so I pulled up a picture of my friend Esther right here. It was a really great day and I already applied my color correction to it. So this is the original. And this is my grade. So now we're going to hop in to this section over here, top right corner. We're going to click this tool, the Radial Filter, and we're going to drag one oval over this eye lit up right now. So one thing to make sure is that this invert box is checked, because if it's not, all the edits that you do in this window right here will be outside of that Radial Filter. So once it's checked, everything will happen inside. So one thing that I really love to do is to bump up the highlights just a little bit, bump up the whites just a little bit, and the contrast a little bit. So we're going to duplicate it, right click it, duplicate, and then drag it all the way over to your other eye. Make sure that is like more fitted to that. You can adjust that as you will. Now we're good on the eyes, but now I want to smoothen out the face. So we're going to drag another filter right over her face. It's gonna be a little bit feathered, as you can tell if you hover over the black. So what I love to do for the whole face itself is actually bump down the clarity to -11, bump down the texture to like around -10, -11, sharpen that up. Now it's all smoothed out from the original. For this picture, we're going to be using the adjustment brush just to show that you can do the same exact thing as the Radial Filter. So let's bump up the highlights just a little bit, bump up the whites just a little bit, and so the contrast, and then we're going to just brush it out right there. Hopefully you can tell that the effect is pretty prominent in this. Actually, the contrast is actually too much. It looks insane. So I'm going to dial that back and do it right here too. It's more emphatic on my on this eye because, you know, the light's right in it and it shows the color of my eye. And we're just going to bump that contrast down. I don't want it to look insane. So that's cool. Let's bump up the saturation to bring out the brown in my eyes too. And there you have it. That is pretty good. So yeah, that's my quick tip for you guys, and some post-processing for close-up portraiture to smooth out the skin and emphasize the eyes. I feel like just from what I've seen and what I've like heard is people who can make eye contact with another subject in the photo, they tend to be more drawn into that. So, you know, eyes are the window of the soul. I want to emphasize that even more. You know, bring out the colors a little bit, make it a little bit more sharp and brighter, but make sure that you don't go overboard. It will make your subjects look a little bit like alien-like. So that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment down below on what your portrait techniques that you apply to your photos. And it seems like the audience is really enjoying these portrait videos, so I have a couple really cool ideas that are in the works right now. One of them being self-portraits 5, so get hyped for that. That's all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys in that next video. Peace!